Kings Highway, that is tonight's walk, another night walk. This time we are back in Brooklyn. I'm going to take you guys along Kings Highway at night. And just like the last walk, we're just going to listen to the sounds, check out the sights. The sun has just set here in New York. And temperatures are in the low 50s. 52 degrees. Let's cross over for a second. I want to check out this Mimo shish kebab, the inside. I like the mural on the wall in there. I'll let you guys take a look at it also. Guy went right through the red light. That's a nice mural. Painted mural, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's painted. It looks like, I don't know if it's a photo or a painting. Very nice. A lot of traffic down here this time of night. Actually, there's a lot of traffic all day down here. I want to stay on this side for one more block. That's why I'm not crossing over yet. We'll be getting over to the train station soon. Gotta take that. A bakery right here. I wonder if they have chocolate covered espresso beans in there, or coffee beans. Coffee beans aren't as strong as espresso beans. That's like chocolate covered uppers. I usually get them from Trader Joe's. Somebody is double parked in. That is why that person is beeping. We had a situation like that a few days ago, I think, on a walk we did. Person was parked and someone double parked right in front of them. It happens a lot in Brooklyn, man. People are just inconsiderate. I was just gonna say I smell a Subway, not a Subway train, but Subway sandwiches. Not a lot of people in there. Subway's lost a lot of business. They keep raising their prices the way they do. No one's gonna buy their sandwiches. This right here is E16. This is the train station. Always, probably one of the busiest bus stops in Brooklyn, man. This and Bay Parkway, which is where we're going to be going to, by the way. We're going to be ending on Bay Parkway and 86. Hear the train rumbling above us, pulling into the station. As you can see, there's a lot of people on the street. It's funny because last night I was in Canal Street, which is usually very crowded, and it was crowded at times, but this is way more crowded than Canal Street last night. This is usually what Canal Street looks like. Oh, I could always smell Cinnabon. Maybe we could find Saul Goodman in there. I don't know if anybody gets a Breaking Bad Better Call Saul joke, but East 13th Street. So I'll give you guys a little back story. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, I did a walk on Avenue P, and I was supposed to then come back this way and do a Kings Highway walk. Well, I did do it. I recorded it. And I decided not to put it up because the sun was like right in front of us. You see, like, the way the sky is all lit up right now as the sun has gone down. It's much darker than the camera is showing because I got auto compensation on. But yeah, I recorded that walk and there was just too much sun in my face. I didn't like it. So I had one of my rare moments where I just said, you know what, we're not going to upload it, we'll come back. So here we are, we're back. We're back at night. Coney Island Avenue. Just waiting for the light to change for us, and there it goes. Now, I don't plan to upload this until I'm recording this on Tuesday, Election Day here in New York. So you'll probably be watching this at some point Thursday. I'm going to skip a day for uploading. Probably upload a train short in between then. But I wanted to say, yeah, today is Election Day here in New York, also in New Jersey. You got a governor's race, and you got, of course, everyone knows about the mayor race here in Brooklyn. Well, not in Brooklyn, in New York. I can't believe I just said Brooklyn. We could use a mayor only in Brooklyn, I'll tell you that. But by the time you're watching this, we'll know who won. And you know me, I don't bring politics into to my walks. I try to I stay away from it pretty well because I want people to come in and just enjoy the walks around. But I will give you full disclosure. Definitely wouldn't vote for Mamdani, that's for sure. Now, I'm not going to vote for the guy that's to fund the police and give out all the free stuff. So, but it'll be fun to watch if he wins. You know, when he makes the buses free, how the buses turn into homeless shelters on wheels. And another thing I'll mention before I end the little political rant, but a lot of people ask me, how come you never left New York? You know, why do you stay? I'll tell you why I stay. I don't run, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a runner. I don't run away from things. You know? And a lot of people want to run away from the city. Oh my God, you know, but you know, this stuff is going to follow you wherever you go. You got to stand your ground. You got to hold the line. And it is what it is, man. It don't matter wherever I go. There's always going to be something that I'm going to complain about. So. Well, that ends that.
No.
You know what I'll do? I'll cross over and we'll take a look at the diner, which is still around, the Mirage Diner. I think I can make this. One of the very few diners still around in Brooklyn. You got this one, the Mirage Diner. Right here on Kings Highway and East 8th. I think it's East 8th. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like East 8th. You have Bridgeview Diner in Bay Ridge on 3rd, and you have the diner over on Cropsey. I always forget the name of the diner on Cropsey. I walked by it earlier this year in my Cropsey Avenue walk. Sorry, but his name is just, it's escaping my brain right now. Ocean Parkway's coming up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back across the street. The moon is out. Nice full moon. I'll show you guys a full moon later on. It's a little hard to see it right now because of the high buildings. The cleaners. Looks like a few people are waiting for some clothes, huh? I think the people in there noticed my camera when I was pointing the camera in there, showing the inside there. Looks like a little bit of a traffic jam on the service road along the Ocean Parkway area here. Looks like there's a lot of traffic. Yeah, this guy doesn't even have, look, no headlights on. What an idiot. Well, I'm a little ranty tonight, huh? I'm a little ranty tonight. Looks like we got the red light. I don't walk yet because there might be lights. There might be cars that need to make the turn, so that's why I don't cross. Ocean Parkway is a deadly strip of road. Now you could cross. I see the red light. Never mess around with Ocean Parkway. When you think you're safe is when you're not safe. I'm going to give you guys a look at the moon. I'm going to get across the street here. Make sure this guy stops for the light. We'll get a good vantage point of the moon here, full moon. Turn around in a second. So there you go. So here we go. You see that big bright light up there? There's the moon up there. In between all those traffic lights. We have made it to East 5th. We are going to be hitting McDonald. McDonald Avenue will be the next big intersection we got to cross. We'll get back across the street again. Got some people hanging out over here. unlike last night when I was doing my walk, I do not have to get on a train. I am gonna just continue walking home. That's basically what I'm doing now. I'm walking back in the direction. Now, last night I was lucky. I finished that walk on Canal Street. Went downstairs. It was a D train coming right in as I was walking down the stairs. This is Sugar Pop. It's a candy store. So they still make candy stores. In case you were wondering, there you go. This right here is McDonald Avenue coming up on the next block. You can see the F train. Very comfortable night to be walking outside. It's very nice. 52 degrees. It was pretty windy today, and once the sun went down, the wind it shut off like a light switch. You got the Kings Highway Station over here. You can hear the trains coming in. P.C. Richards. This is one of the final remaining P.C. Richards in Brooklyn. And this is a big one too. Look how big this thing takes up, like a large amount of space. And look how far back it goes. I mean, it's a pretty big spot. It'll get a little dark for a little bit. We're going to be hitting the zone where it gets a little bit more residential. How you doing? Got a long line of traffic here waiting for the light. Oh, look at that, the Dunkin' Donuts. They don't have their big bright lights on. Normally, you would get blinded by their lights. They have some really bright lights. And it is really dark over there. I was actually counting on it being all lit up too, because I was going to cross over. I don't think it matters now. I think I'll stay on this side. Who knows, maybe they're saving up on their electric bill. It'll start getting a little brighter again once we get onto the next block. And this will be the last stretch of commercial area. And then we will have to walk through Stillwell, and then we will get onto Bay Parkway and walk down Bay Parkway to 86th Street. We're not going to walk on 86th Street though. I am saving that night walk for Christmas season. We get closer to Christmas. I always like walking on 86th Street during the holidays because you get a lot of those, you know, Asian 99-cent stores, specialty stores. They got all the crazy Christmas lights and the crazy music coming out of those little Christmas trees. So we're gonna save that, just like we did last year. We're gonna save that. The Big Key Food across the street. There goes Italia Pizza on the corner of, you know what? I kind of lost track. I think we're on the West Streets right now. I'm not looking at the streets. Could be like West 6th or something. I know it's got to be West 6th because it's a two-way street. We walked up this. I took you guys up this street once. Yes, West 6th. West 6th Street.
I do.
That's why I called you before I started going.
Here is the train station for the N line. So we're gonna be hitting all 4 major lines in South Brooklyn. We passed the B and the Q, Kings Highway Station, McDonald Avenue, Kings Highway Station, F line. We just passed the N line, and we're gonna end the walk right at the D line. Now, little tip. This is the train I take if the D's are really delayed and I want to get into Bensonhurst really quick. Sometimes I'll take I'll get on the N train and either get off at 18th Avenue, 65th, or I'll get off over here. Because from this point is not a bad walk to Bay Parkway. Now, when I was living on 21st Avenue, I would do that, but nowadays I wouldn't come all the way down here, because then I'd have to walk all that extra distance down into Diker Heights. Sounds like a cop car. I think it's more than one cop car too. We'll see. Coming this way. That was an unmarked car, so probably a detective or something. All right, so this is where Quinton Road cuts in front of us. We're going to cross this, and we're going to continue on. It'll get a little dark. Got this nice lounge, cafe lounge, on the corner of West 10th. And this is what I was saying. This is Quinton Road right here. If you walk here, you only walk one avenue down from where we're going. We're going to Bay Parkway, so this will take you down to 23rd Avenue. You see how dark it gets over here. We're coming up on Stillwell Avenue. And then once we get past Stillwell Avenue, we'll be getting onto Bay Parkway, and that's going to be the last leg of the walk. Hope everyone is enjoying this walk so far, if you're still with us. We are in a night walk streak. It's that time of year we get some night walks going. I would like to walk in some neighborhoods in the dark, but the lighting is really bad. You really got to count on a lot of the lights from the commercial areas to really help see what's going on. So that's why generally, if I do go walking at night, it's usually in the city or some commercial area in Brooklyn or Queens. I just missed the light. Stillwell Avenue. So take you down to Coney Island. That was a little risky turn, man. Good thing the other guy yielded, because he could have went right into him. All right, lights changing. Here we go. Got an Amico gas station over here. It's been a long time since I don't think I've ever noticed that there was an Amico over here. It's been a long time since I see one of those signs. All right, let me get over there. There's a car bearing right down on me too. This guy right here. I saw the headlights. Didn't look like he was coming in too fast. All right, guys, Bay Parkway, last leg here. I think we're like on, this is like over by 78th Street, so maybe another 8 blocks and we'll be done. We were on Bay Parkway not too long ago, maybe about a month ago, it feels like. In the rain, you remember? We were in the rain. We were on the other side, so we're gonna stay on this side, so you guys don't see the same things again. Here we go. I could assume this car's going to back out into the crosswalk, so. This area is just mostly apartment buildings, you know, so there's not a lot of light coming down other than the street lights. Sometimes you'll have a building that has floodlights on the roof, like the one on the next block. It's generally a dark area. This is a safe neighborhood, though, so you don't have to. And my head's always on a swivel, but you don't have to keep your head on a swivel all the time down here. I don't know if you heard, this girl was ringing her bell behind me. She was on the sidewalk. I would not move. You know, some people say I'm not considerate, but I mean, you know, you're on a sidewalk, don't ring the bell. (83rd Street), 3 more blocks. We'll get one last bright light area. That last block should be all a little bit lit up there, and then we'll end it over by the train station. A lot of cars on these side streets. I wonder if there's like a traffic issue somewhere. Look at this block. There's cars going all the way down, halfway down the block. Makes you wonder if they're detouring something. Maybe they're trying to get around 86th Street. Got a train coming into the station. I'm actually going to cross over. We're going to end the walk on the next corner. I want to thank everybody for tagging along with me. We got less than 2 months left of this year. 2025 is coming to a close. Well, here we are, 86th Street and Bay Parkway. So we did our walk from Ocean Avenue and Kings Highway, made it to Bay Parkway, and this is where we're ending it, 86th Street. Thank everybody for tagging along, and I will catch you all on the next one. So take care and bye-bye.